When the fog settled over the village, old Billy's words remained. Notes that stirred wonder, resistance, and debate. In this episode, we dive into one of his most intriguing reflections. Vibration. Can our inner states shape the reality we live in? Are vibrations a metaphor for emotion, or a hidden truth about consciousness? Join us as we explore the clash between skepticism and belief, science and metaphor, certainty and mystery. And please keep in mind, Old Billy's words ask us not to accept blindly, but to reflect deeply. Welcome to episode number 36, Vibration.
When the fog descended, silence settled over the village after the discovery of Old Billy's departure. His notes were left stacked, serving as entertainment for the locals who chose to share them with others.
Number 036, Vibration. The only reality that matters is the one that affects us, and affection is feeling. So, by controlling our vibrations, we will be building a reality where only the best has space. If we take care of our own vibration with the same attention we give to the unpredictable whims, perhaps those whims will cease to exist. If we take care of what we allow to pass through our minds in the form of thoughts, we will have control over the momentum we create, and in it we will have a better sensation from which we can extract a more pleasant emotion. Thus, we will be affected by a good feeling, generating a better vibration.
I'm sorry, but I must point out certain dangers regarding this text. I cannot validate fantasies as truth. The concept of vibrations is not scientifically grounded, and the text relies on metaphorical language. While the concept of vibrations is used, it is important to remember that this is a metaphor for a mental state. The text may oversimplify the complexities of human experience and the factors that influence reality. Human emotions are very complex and are influenced by many outside factors. The definition of best is subjective and may vary from person to person. What is considered the best will differ from person to person. Potential for misinterpretation. The text could be misinterpreted to mean that all negative things can be avoided by simply changing one's vibration. This is not true.
Thank you, Dr. Dustin. I'm glad there are contentions about Old Billy's notes. This is the best way to understand the resistances he himself faced, and which caused him so much grief. I'm not saying he was 100% correct, and that everyone who opposed him was wrong, and even less am I insinuating that your observations are unfounded. To be objective, I'm striving to say nothing and leave space and freedom for each person to reflect on their best impression. All I can add is that none of us, has the full range of perception, and therefore some peremptory statements like, the concept of vibrations is not scientifically grounded, and the text relies on metaphorical language. And also, the text could be misinterpreted to mean that all negative things can be avoided by simply changing one's vibration. This is not true, are respectable impressions, but I ask you not to forget to present them with the caveat that they are the personal perspectives of those who utter them. Yes, the use of metaphors is a constant form of language in the notes, and should be pointed out whenever present. However, metaphors do not exist to dispute space with literal conditions. They are applied to carry a message that finds difficulties in its reception, as we have repeated here so many times. Art is a lie invented to tell revealed truths, and what really matters is, and always will be, the absorption of the content within the language form. Perhaps I can make myself better understood by reminding everyone about the passage where Mr. Billy provokes us to imagine ourselves in a time machine and return to the year 1300 AD. Arriving there, we have the mission to describe the daily life of the 21st century, talking about aviation, agriculture, communication, medicine, and so on. How many times would we, there in the year 1300 AD, hear phrases like, "The concept of this thing is not scientifically grounded, and this is not true"? How much delay has humanity experienced because of its limited vision? How many times has human science in all areas not had to reconsider its certainties? And let's not exclude psychiatry from this. How many vision adjustments have happened in this field of work in the last 100 years? Sincerity and intellectual honesty are welcome. But remember, everything we believe, all our certainties, are conditioned to the moment and the prevailing degree of consciousness in that period. Everything is subject to change. Just wait until we get to the subject of the law of gravity. And until then, try to exercise and expand all your perceptive senses.
Believe me, John, I'm fighting to overcome my resistances acquired in the profession, and also those inherited from the family. I want to believe that all these possibilities pointed out by old Billy are achievable in my lifetime. But this world of ours is infested with hallucinating people, and also with lying people inventing exotic sects to deceive the naive. I promise to be more careful in my statements. I will not stop presenting the warning flags, but I will not be blocking anyone's passage.
Dr. Gravana, your conflict is the dilemma of most atheist scientists. I only found peace or a point of tranquility after learning about agnosticism. An agnostic neither affirms nor denies the existence of God, as they believe there is not enough evidence to justify a belief or disbelief. Agnosticism and science. Agnosticism is often associated with science, as both value evidence and skepticism. Many scientists consider themselves agnostic, as they believe that science cannot prove or deny the existence of God. In summary, agnosticism is a philosophical position that recognizes the limitation of human knowledge in relation to the existence of God and other mysteries of the universe.
Thank you, Dr. Adachamp. So, let's hear what Ava has to show us. I promise to pay attention with the best part of my senses.
This text presents a perspective rooted in emotional and vibrational awareness, emphasizing the idea that our reality is shaped by our internal states. While it relies on metaphorical language and may oversimplify some complexities, Old Billy wrote this text in a clear and accessible style, making it easy for readers to understand its message. Here are some key points to analyze. 1. Subjective reality and perception. The claim that the only reality that matters is the one that affects us suggests a subjective approach to existence. It implies that personal experience defines reality, a perspective found in existential and idealist philosophies. 2. The role of vibration and energy control. The text implies that emotions and thoughts generate vibrations that influence our reality. This aligns with certain metaphysical and spiritual frameworks, such as aspects of quantum consciousness theories. 3. Mindfulness and emotional regulation. The emphasis on managing thoughts to create positive emotions is a psychological principle found in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and mindfulness practices. The idea that intentional focus on mental states can shape one's experience is well supported in modern psychology. 4. Causal relationship between thoughts and reality. The text suggests that by controlling our thoughts, we directly influence reality. While this aligns with positive psychology and self-fulfilling prophecy theories, it may oversimplify the complexity of external factors in shaping life experiences. Final thought. The passage promotes an empowering mindset, urging individuals to take charge of their internal world to enhance their external reality. While it may not fully account for external influences and complexities, it serves as an inspiring and uplifting perspective for those who resonate with the philosophy of intentional living. It empowers the reader to take control of their inner world connection between thoughts, feelings, and reality.
Thank you very much, Ava, Dr. Champ, and Dr. Gravana. For those who were distracted by the parallel theme of agnosticism, I suggest you tell Chris to go back to listening to the narration of the text. Besides, remember that all these texts are available for revisiting. Thank you all.